Welcome back to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. We're broadcasting from the Concierge Landscape Studios. We're brought to you this second hour by Extreme Exteriors. And we are going to be talking about something that's going to be affecting homeowners in associations living in the city of Farmington. The article that came out from the Farmington Independent just this week says that there is a proposal before the city council that could mean higher fees for townhome owners. Apparently, this is the proposal. It started out in 2009. The city council at Farmington decided that the cost for the street light utility expenditures, instead of coming out of the city's general fund, now needed to come out of a new account known as the Enterprise Fund. In order to pay for this utility, the council said that the street light utility fee, and this is for all the lights on the streets in the city of Farmington, there will be a $6 surcharge per utility bill. And so if you have a single-family home, you had that $6 surcharge.
Sure, but this is a quarterly fee, too.
Oh, yes.
So
okay.
It's not just $6 a year, it's $24 a year.
24, yes. Yeah. So it's not but it's good not to, it's not a monthly fee, it's a quarterly fee. Yep. So $6 quarterly, $24 a year. A couple years later now, the city has felt that they are seeing now a deficit and now would like to change that by upping that a little bit to $6.90, but instead of having it to be per bill, they would like to have that per home in the city of Farmington.
And they're counting townhomes or condos as separate homes.
That's right. Yeah. And so what we would like to do, folks, right now, we'd like to welcome on the line here with us this afternoon the finance director for the city of Farmington, Teresa Walters. Hello, Teresa.
Hi.
Thanks
Hi,
for being on the show with us. Have we stated things fairly here? Is there something we've forgotten or missed out here?
No, I think I want to clarify something.
Sure.
Okay.
The fee was originally, back in 2009, it was originally set at $6 per quarter. But then last year it was increased to $6.90 because we realized that we weren't collecting enough in our fees.
Okay.
And so rather than increase it again this year, we kind of looked at a different way of doing this. And so we noticed that we weren't very consistent in the way that we were charging throughout the city.
Okay, so when you say things weren't consistent, what were some of the things that you found that you were doing as you were kind of analyzing things?
Well, we noticed that some condos, townhomes, apartments, duplexes and triplexes, that some of them were being charged one fee per unit, and then there were others that were being charged one fee per building. And so it wasn't consistent. So we have some associations that are actually paying for every single unit within each of their buildings, but then others that are not. And we wanted this to be a fair method, and so that's why we decided that instead of increasing the fee again, what we wanted to do was just go ahead and just make it fair throughout the city.
Okay.
And so in fairness, then, this also applies then to all rental property as well?
It applies to rental properties as well. However, as I said, there are some rental properties that are already being charged this way, so it's not necessarily going to affect every single rental property.
Sure.
Okay.
I know the concern for townhome associations is that this is going to be a significant increase in the fees they pay to the city. What have you heard from associations?
I have not heard a lot from associations. They haven't been contacting me, but it is only significant if you look at the entire amount per the entire association. But if you actually look at the impact on each individual property owner or each individual renter or family, it's $6.90 a quarter. So that is the impact on them. So I wouldn't say that's significant. Overall, it probably for the entire association, it would be significant.
Sure. Let me ask you this. How is it charged? Is it charged on the utility bill or is it charged on the property tax bill?
It is charged on the utility bill.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, because here would be a question. Now, I would imagine in most homeowner associations, I live in a townhome association. There is a bill that I get that comes to my home because of the electrical usage that I have, and so if there was a surcharge, I would see that on my bill.
You're talking about your
on myself
personal
personally,
use on
yes.
the electricity in your house. Okay.
Now, and I'm in a homeowner association for 68 units. Now, the association may have three what would be shared electrical expenses, meters that all 68 of us homeowners pay. On something like that, then, Teresa, on those three, are those divvied out to include just the one $6.90 fee, or is that $6.90 times the 68 people because that is a bill that's shared by all of us?
It will be the $6.90 times the 68 people.
Okay.
Currently, if you're in that situation and you live in Farmington, you're probably seeing the $6.90 split three-way. Basically, you have probably three $6.90 bills on that.
One on each meter.
One
basically.
on each building, right?
So it sounds like the association's going to get the bill for
the
this
association
fee.
is going to get the bill, correct.
Okay.
But to me, it doesn't seem like aren't all of the homeowners already paying this with the surcharge on their personal account with the utility company?
Not every homeowner is doing that because, if you have a building, like, as you said, with, over 60 people within one building, you may be charged one $6.90 fee, and that $6.90 is being split between all 60 people.
I see.
But then you have a street, or a house down the street, and that house by itself is being paid. They're paying $6.90.
Okay, let me clarify something. So I own a condo. My electric bill for my use of electricity within my condo will not be charged this fee, but the common area electricity charged to the homeowners association will be charged a fee for each condo.
Well, it's not going to be an electric charge. What it is it's just considered a street light utility fee.
Okay.
And that's all it is. So it's not impacted by the electricity or any other type of fees.
I understand. I didn't.
Right.
But it's a surcharge, what it is.
It is. It's one fee.
So
yes.
I'm not going to see that on my electric bill.
You may not see it on your electric bill. What you probably will see is that your association dues may go up by that amount.
Because the association has to pay it.
Correct.
Yeah. And I think that's what the associations are seeing is that, for example, we have one in the story is going to be, we'll have to collect $3,700 more from its homeowners in order to pay this fee for the association. So that's a big hit on that bill for the association.
It is a big hit on the association as a whole, but individually to each property owner,
it's not that much.
It's not huge.
You may get invited to some annual meetings this year to explain this to the homeowners.
Speaker, Teresa Walters.
That's right, because we do try and explain these things all the time. There's an increase, let's say, in the property and liability insurance, and we're required to give a copy of the new budget to every member, and they look at that and they go, "Oh my gosh, this is going up so much," and we can stand there and say till we're blue in the face, "Yeah, but it's only $2.71 to you," and it's still hard to explain.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
So, and how will this impact businesses then in Farmington too? Do they have just this surcharge per bill, or is there another way that it's calculated for them?
They have the surcharge per bill.
Per bill for them.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So
well, everybody's strapped. I know city governments are strapped, but so are homeowners associations because there's been a lot of foreclosures in the state. What are you giving any consideration, Teresa, for vacant units?
We are not.
Yeah.
A lot of those foreclosures are owned by the banks, and the banks are paying those utility bills. So we're just, we just want it to be fair for everyone.
I understand
and
that.
just spread it around.
Yeah, the banks are not going to be paying the association's utility bill, though. They would pay the utility bill for the individual unit.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So
what a
this
dilemma.
happened. This just happened. This was just voted on by the city council this last Monday.
It was, yes.
Okay. So this is very, very new to folks. If people have questions, who should they call? Probably not you, the person that sits next to you, right? You get all the calls.
No, they can contact me.
Right.
I can give my number. Do you want me to do that?
Yes,
now?
please. That would be great.
651-280-6880. Or if you don't want to call me, you can email me. I'm at twalters@ci.farmington.mn.us. Also, the city is on Facebook, the city's on Twitter and Nixle.
Okay.
So there are so many different ways to contact us. And, you can, and if you don't have all this information written down while I'm talking about it, you can also go on our website.
Sure.
We have contact information on our website as well.
So you're on, so the city of Farmington's on Facebook. How many friends do you have?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be interesting.
It'd be interesting to know. Well, I hope you will collect enough to pay for your services, and I hope it doesn't impact associations too negatively.
Well, I hope not either.
Yeah. Well, folks, on the phone has been Teresa Walters, Finance Director for the City of Farmington. Teresa, thanks for spending some time with us today.
Sure.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
You too.
Well, folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got just one last segment in today's show. This is an interesting story. Speaking of Facebook with the city of Farmington, here's a person who took their Facebook page and said some very unseemly things about the board president, and now this could lead to a defamation trial. More after these messages right here on Where You Live with Gene and Tony on AM 1280, The Patriot.